What's good, everybody? It's your girl Nicole Lerner, and this is just started watching anime. And it's for the newbies like me. Who? Oh shoot! I almost choked with my spit.
Oh God.
Nick was on a roll with reading this. Like
That was so embarrassing. Oh my god.
they developed everyone's story except for Kaneki's.
I mean, so to be fair to Kaneki, right? I feel like he had like development throughout the series. His development, the reason that we think that his development wasn't high is because everyone else was like more physical.
Bro was in the bathroom with a handkerchief.
Oh God! No.
I've never seen this before in my life.
He wanted to eat Kaneki while Kaneki was eating the girl, which sounds crazy.
Yeah, as a season one, it's a solid opener. It's one of the ones where it will make you want to watch season two.
Jesus.
Okay, I'm good now. Let's go. Let's go.
That is a hell of a Jesus Christ.
Y'all heard that too? Why she so loud?
Yeah, okay. As long as everybody else heard it too.
No, mom came through. She came through mad loud on the mic. She had to let us know her presence was felt.
So,
All right, y'all ready to start this thing off here? I guess that's the yes. All right.
Let's go.
All right. What's good, everybody? It's your girl Nicole Lerner, and this is just started watching anime, where me and the homies get together and we discuss anime. Mainly animes that I haven't seen yet, but we've watched some the guys haven't seen yet either. So it's all right. But it's mostly anime that I haven't seen. And last time we spoke about my Promised Neverland. And this time we're talking about Tokyo Ghoul. Yeah. All right. So before we get into the Tokyo Ghoul madness, you know how I like to start it off. We're going to start it off with what everybody's been up to. So I'm gonna go in a alphabetical order today by people's names. And Stick, you're first because your name starts with Goo.
Yes.
Ghoulio Gangsta Paradise. Which I love, by the way. That's pretty clever.
Yeah.
So if you want to go ahead and talk to the people, let them know what you got going on, what you've been up to, it would be much appreciated.
Sure, man. Cluzino podcast is still in effect. We are 14 episodes in. We've had some good episodes, man. We got some great ones coming up. Good guests coming up. I also started writing again. I'm on a month-long writing spree. We're gonna try to cook up a book for end of July, early August. We'll see how it goes with editing and stuff. Then I have a follow-up that I want to do. And yeah, man, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
That's what's up. Next in the alphabetical order is the homie K Franks. I don't know what you got going on. What you been up to, friend?
All right. So as you can see from the background, I just dropped a single called "This Joint." It's out all streaming platforms. Go cop that. Let me know your feedback. Got a show on June 19th. Malcolm X Park. Me and a couple other artists. We're gonna be just doing a thing. I'm also gonna be bringing back some 5, 8, 88 merch. So if you wanna cop that, welcome. Other than that, some other shit I had to say, but I kind of forgot. Oh, there's a show that's also June 26th. I'll be a part of. We're still working out the dynamics of that. So, posted. Yeah, pretty much it.
That's what's up. Nisho, you next in the alphabetical. Actually, it's me, I guess.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, technically. But I go last, so Nisho, it's your turn.
Well, as you can see, I've recently I became the very thing that I didn't think I would become. I'm a ghoul now. So
I like to see it.
like I lied looking ass. No, I'm kidding.
It's school time.
I'll get to my explanation later. But I actually just got off stream. I'm going back to streaming regularly on Tuesdays and Thursdays. This is relatively a short one. I played Cuphead with a oh 06 radio. Shout out oh 06 Chris, oh 06 radio. Really been jumping back on the Twitch game. I'm building up a couple things in the background, project wise. You already know from the past times I've done this, but I'm definitely looking to drop something by the end of the year as far as a single and then a full project. I'm actually working on with Nick. I'm actually working on a video series that's kind of going to go back to a lot of my past projects, a lot of songs I've done with other people, just giving like a little bit of a deeper analysis on some of the stuff I've done, how songs and videos and stuff came to be. So little sprinkle stuff, while I contain the beast within me that is school. So.
Hey, that's what's up. And I'm Nicole Lerner, the anime Cole of this whole shindig. And as far as what I got going on, not much, but make sure you go check out the Cole and So podcast. Also, I forgot to read my thing. I took the time to write out for this thing, so I'm gonna say it now. And so basically, it goes like this: if you're wondering what this is basically something like a podcast, but not really, but it kind of is. It's for the long-time anime fans. And it's for the newbies like me who oh shit. I almost choked my spit.
Oh God.
And Nick was on a roll with reading this. Like,
That was so embarrassing. Oh my god.
you on a roll. That was only like,
That was almost really bad if I wouldn't have caught it. I would have been over here out the wrong pipe. Okay. All right, anyway. But I will not be clapped. Let's go. But anyway, you can find all of our discussions on YouTube by searching Just Started Watching Anime and Nicole Lerner, and all that good stuff. And you can find me on Instagram at Nicole Lerner. If you would like to join the biggest anime club ever, you can find the Discord invite in the link in my Instagram bio. And now with that said, we gonna get into this Tokyo Ghoul discussion. Because that's what we're all here for at the end of the motherfucking day. Yes. Badoom. All right. So this month we watched, or actually, was it a full month? It was about a full month. It didn't take us a month to watch it, but it's about a month since we met, right?
3 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah. So yeah, we watched Tokyo Ghoul. And here's the brief synopsis, right? Which, mind you, if you have not watched Tokyo Ghoul and you do not like spoilers, you might want to stop listening now and go watch it and then come back. So here's the synopsis. So what happens is your boy Kaneki, young boy, somewhere in college age, I guess. He was out, really crushing on this girl and really bad. He had it bad. And so he went after the chick, and she tried to eat him. And then because she tried to eat him,
well, not in the good way though.
yeah, not in the good way.
Not in the good
Yeah, sticks off the jump. Yeah.
Let's let Nick finish this, please.
She didn't try to eat him in the good way. It's the very complete 100% opposite, actually. And they got caught up, wrong place, wrong time, or what she thought was the right place, right time. But other people had other things in mind. And your boy Kaneki just, he almost died and got turned into a ghoul, and he spent the whole season whining about how he was becoming a ghoul. And They had a lot of, cool characters in there, and they made it to the end where he discovered that, he reached his puberty for real, and he learned that he could handle the world and shit. And that's pretty much how Tokyo Ghoul happened.
Hey, bro, whole synopses are getting like
They are getting much better every time.
like she says like no spoiler alerts, but like with that explanation, nothing got explained. It's fine.
No bullshit.
They can still watch like right now.
She said my man hit puberty.
That's true, but like it would have been spoiled if they didn't, watch it at all, and they didn't know the whole
Right.
reason he turned into a ghoul was because he was
That's
chasing
true.
after the cheeks. So I spoiled that part.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
All right. So now, with that said, we can get into the discussion part, and we got some questions that we all wrote to each other in the infamous group chat, which is exclusive, invite only. You know what I'm saying? Those are only for the top participators in the Just Started Watching Anime Club. And if you would like to be in that club, you got to join the Discord first and participate. You know what I'm saying? Before we put you in the exclusive club. That might never happen. It might will. I'm just saying you could. But anyway. So we brought some questions to the discussion. I'm gonna start off with the first one, which was Nisha's question. So Nisha, actually, you're probably could better ask this question to the group. So go ahead and ask everybody your question so we can discuss it.
Okay. Now, mind you,
Mm-hmm.
my question kind of speaks to what Nick was pretty much saying. Kaneki literally hits puberty on the last fucking episode, which was my thing with this whole anime. Like, they developed everyone's story except for Kaneki's at the last episode. Now, I understand it's like, main character, you gotta build it up. He has more dilemma, blah, blah, blah. But you saved his character development for the last fucking episode of the season because he's cool. Like, I'm like, he grows a pair at the last episode. Like, I understand mental trauma. Like, we're obviously gonna get into that. But like, that was my question. Why did they develop everyone else's character and left Kaneki for the last episode of the season?
I think that it was really important that Kaneki was not really touched on too much because one second, kind of, all right, bet. So yeah, it was really important because he had to see how the ghouls live. But this is the introduction to their world, and as like the viewers, nobody knows anything that's going on with the ghouls. But we do know that Kaneki is a human to ghoul, so he has a perspective that nobody else has. And it's shown like later into the season that he's like, oh shit, I am basically like Neo in the Matrix. I got both sides of this joint. He sees both sides and brings both. And yeah, it was just real necessary for the viewer to see how the ghouls like struggle to live. And honestly, it was different. Most shows, it's the main character, what that main character is going through, but this was like what that person had to struggle with. This other guy with his girlfriend, and then just other things around kind of to kind of warm you up to that last couple of bits where it was like, all right, now we're gonna go ahead and focus more on the main character and what he's actually going to do for this show.
Okay, I'll give you that. I think that kind of speaks to a later question we'll get to why like I gravitated to one character in the show, Nishio. Like that his story is what made me notice that pattern, like because they built up him really being somewhat of an antagonist, but he was going to be an ally, and I'm like, I dig the way of building him up. You know what I mean? And they didn't really like they built every character differently, and it was good, and how they did all that. And then Kaneki was really just moral dilemma. I can't, I can't do it. You know, everybody else is it was obvious that he was struggling. It was so obvious he was struggling, so that when he finally hit his breaking point, I'm just like, like the only thing I could say was like, thank God, like thank the
Yeah.
Lord, he finally has some discerning personality now. Like, but,
I wish though, like he had reached his breaking point earlier because I read the bits and pieces from at least what was said online about the novel, and that man went through it. And there was some stuff we didn't see, um, and it just would have been solved earlier if you just like talk to the shorty who was inside you the whole time. It's crazy. Like, I would, but hey, it's all I got.
no, no, thank you. That was it. But thank you.
I mean, so to be fair to Kaneki, right? I feel like he had like development throughout the series. His development, the reason that we think that his development wasn't as high is because everyone else was like more physical, right? So like you got to see everybody's what the heck do you call these things? Oh man, not Kincaid's. That's the weapon. The cognies or something. I think that's what it's
Mm.
called.
Yeah, the
So
Kagura.
you got to
Yeah.
right. So you get the cognies. You got to see those in everybody else's, and Kaneki's would pop out every now and again, but it was only in dire situations. His thing was always about the struggle of is he a human or is he a ghoul? His thing was all mental. And so throughout the entire season, he's still trying to hold on to this human aspect, but also trying to learn about the ghoul aspect. And so that's the battle you're seeing with him. And so then, yes, would it have been great to have it a little bit earlier in the season? Absolutely. Um, but I would argue that the last two episodes really expound and like help build his character up to the point where if you were to watch season two, you'd be like, "What the hell is this?" And so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but like, I mean, it's a great moment. I thought it was pretty cool. Just watching him, finally come to fruition of like, hey, I'm in this world now, and I'm gonna make the best of it, but I still have, you know, this connection to the human. So, you know,
Yeah. Now that I've listened to you guys' inputs, um, yeah, I did feel that uh Kaneki's development or arc, as they say, um, it
Ooh.
wasn't as profound as other characters because I think like what Stick said, it wasn't as like physical. Um, but he did have the mental struggle a lot. And then you did get the like I feel like they gave us bits and pieces of you seeing his confidence getting stronger and better and him getting smarter and stuff like that. And then to think that gotta remind us that ourselves that it's only like 12 or 13 episodes where like I feel like in most animes, at least in the ones I've been watching, which has been few, in the first season, you get like 20 episodes at least. And so like if that was a typical season of an anime, then we would have seen him, do that. It would have seemed like he did it much earlier because it probably would have came where it came, which was like the 10th, 11th, 12th episode. And then we would have had 10 more episodes to see him, continue to grow and build off that, which we didn't get that because it was only, cut off, not cut off, but it's ended pretty early. So yeah, that's my input on that. I kind of see uh both of where you guys are coming from, and you feel like there was a lack of development, and Stick feeling like there is development. Yeah, I like even I've been giving Kaneki the jokes, but I like Kaneki. I really did. You know what I'm saying? I relate to him. He's the good kid. He doesn't like to disrespect people or step on people's toes or nothing like that. And he fights with himself in the inside a lot between when do you fight, push the boundaries and do what's wrong to do what's right in a way. You know what I'm saying? So I fuck with the young Kaneki. His voice was just the English dub of his voice anyway was annoying.
Oh, I thought you were talking. Jesus, his voice on that sub. I'm like, Jesus, like.
I didn't find it that annoying in the sub. The English one was very Mickey Mousey to me. It's like, oh no, guys, I don't know what I'm doing.
But why are they characters always like that, man?
It's Reese all over again.
Like to me, he's not Dice K bad, but he's
Oh
like
yeah, no.
That's why I said.
He's like Gonta bad.
Oh my god.
He's like
What
Gonta
anime
bad, bro.
is that from?
Dead Man Wonderland.
Oh, never heard
Yeah,
of
he's like that. So
His dub voice is annoying as shit.
I gotta see that Dead Man's Wonderland.
I was gonna say, Nick. I'd say you look at that separately. You'll get to gauge what we're talking about.
All right, all right, all right. Well, that's cool. We'll move on to the next one, which is K. You want to throw your question out there for the group?
Yeah, sure. I don't remember it offhand.
So let me remind you.
Yeah.
So your question was, what do you guys think about the ghouls' culture of forgiveness, and being cordial despite trying to kill each other?
Yes.
That.
All right. So before anyone answers, I just want to throw a little of my discrepancies to why I formatted this question. All right. First, obviously, it's gonna be my man Gourmet, who was like the cheek pursuer, like before any cheek
Hold
pursuer.
on, wait, who? Time out.
Gourmet. That was like
Oh.
Yeah.
The one that wanted Kaneki cheeks.
Yo,
Like,
bro was in the bathroom with a handkerchief.
oh god, no.
I've never seen this before in my life. I've never seen this before in my life. He had an orgasm. My man had a whole and it was so bad. It was so bad.
Damn asshole.
And my man Kaneki was just looking like a fool because he was reading the books with him. He was like, yeah, come on by, come to the crib, bro. You might as well just come to the van with like Candy. Like, what are you doing? What are you? And then goes to bro like Spot and is in like the suit and is like, nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen. Goes in the chamber. You feel me? Almost dies. Right? Sees the dude the next day. Right? And then gets kidnapped. And then I guess a week goes by, and it's just like, yeah, we're working with the Gourmet now. So we just forgot about the whole like orgasm, like, impaling like 4 dudes. Yo, in one episode, I counted. It was 4 people. It was 4 people. And 4 people stabbed through the stomach, yo. Like 4. Episode. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous, and I would not forgive that. But everybody was just like, yeah, it is what it is. And another thing, the whole impaling. Everyone was getting impaled. And it was just like, yep, we're good to go. Impaled, good to go. What the fuck?
Okay. Hey, sidebar question. So this wasn't enough for your stabbing ratio on this one?
Honestly, man. Honestly, it was a bit too much. It was a bit too much. Because
I fucking believe it.
Serious, yo. Because when I saw it for the second time, I was like, all right. And then they started like picking up the impaling. Like I counted, it was like episode 5, episode 8. There was a lot of stabbing people through the stomach and through the chest. And my thing is, where's the recovery time? Where is
Ain't no recovery.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yo, like, where is the dude who's like, all right, I'm gonna wish on some spirits? Where is just like, good to go. All right, let's go. Go back to fight.
Meanwhile, in the back, Suki, whatever his name is, just Kaneki-kun. I'm like, why did that? I think that was the one thing that got me about like the whole forgiveness thing he was setting up. K, I'm like, y'all forgive the man who was pretty much sniffing panties. Like, this is what it was. He was sniffing panties with blood on it in a bathroom. Like, I'm going to eat him and consume his blood. It will be delicious. Like, delicious is what I was trying to say. But I'm like, no, I'm not working with that guy. No.
My man said you can't scare the fawn away. Gotta be cautious. He was calculating on them cheeks from day one. Like
On both
it,
sets
it
of
was
cheeks.
it was some serious stuff. So you guys can go ahead and explain that to me. So I'm waiting.
Well,
I'm waiting.
um,
Damn.
It's like you see sparks from Nick's brain right now.
no, it's because my brain just fried out. That's where the sparks are coming from. Just can't. Um, but nah. Yeah, I didn't really. That crossed my mind, but it didn't like. It wasn't like a long thought in my head. But I definitely remember feeling the same way, and I was like, "Dog, didn't this nigga just try to? Well, he ate this dude girlfriend, and then was going to eat." Actually, he had some weird centipede shit in mind because he wanted to eat Kaneki while Kaneki was eating the girl, which sounds crazy.
Not gone wrong, am I right?
And so, like, when they brought him in, I was like, I kind of get it because he's like one of the most powerful ghouls around. But at the same time, like, I would have rather just died than to work with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then it all made sense when it came out that the old dude was like the big crazy aiming ghoul or whatever. Like, clearly this man, he been trying to function off rules, but really he ain't got no rules. Like, he was really living off that do as I say, not as I do type shit. Like, he was like, if that was an anime character, that's who it would be. Like,
Yeah.
he embodied that whole just sentiment. Like, so yeah, I mean, I think that was, as on a personal level, it's definitely weird how they forgive so easily and are willing to work with people who they had issues with. But then again, like I said, when they showed who the old dude was, which you kind of, I don't know about everybody else, but I think once the battle started towards the end, I kind of got a hint that he was probably that crazy, the mystical demon that or ghoul that everybody was scared of.
Oh,
Um,
One eye,
and
right?
huh?
One eye.
Yeah, yeah. So, like, when they showed that was him, I was kind of like, oh, okay. So, like, really, my guy was just, he ain't got no rules in life. You know what I'm saying? He out here eating ghouls, eating babies, just destroying cities. He's like, he make Godzilla look like Barney. Like, you know what I'm saying? He don't care out here. And I don't know if that puts all my whole opinion together.
no, Nick, I get what you're saying.
But
I get what you're saying. It cycles back on like how everybody's so forgiving and they're being led by a big giant mystical ghoul. I'm like, so forgiveness on top of like, no, I'm just gonna cause one-time destruction. That's leading by example. I'm like, no, it's not. Like, literally, that's not it. Like, my guy, this is not it.
yeah, I mean, I guess because he had lived his life in so much, I guess, sin, he could call it, or something like that. He wanted everybody else to kind of, live a life of ease and respect and, good moral foundation. And then the relationship that he ruined with his child and all that stuff. So, I get it. I get it. So, as far as like their culture of forgiveness, I mean, I guess it all came from him because of what he wanted for other people, and what for the other ghouls anyway, is to not end up like him. So,
Right. So
yeah.
with that consequence, I get it.
All right, Stick, Nisha.
Yeah, I think he just wanted to. I mean, it's like any parent, right? Like parents always say that I just want better for you, and I want you to, I want you to live so you don't have to do things that I had to do. And I think that was part of the thing. So he wanted to install these. He wanted to give them a life where they wouldn't have to do the things that he did. And so he hid stuff from them and like, listen, just do this, Don't worry about any other stuff. You can live your life perfectly fine amongst the humans, and everything will be fine. I'm gonna be honest. When we got this question, Kate, I thought we were about to go into a whole deeper thing about how, like, it's trying to assimilate, like people assimilate from a different culture into a different new culture. Like how people come from different countries and come here and try to assimilate, or how Black people are really forgiveness of people that are oppressed for years. I thought we were getting into that. I didn't realize we were gonna talk about the cheap dude, so I'll just flip it.
Hold on now. Hold on. Let me say this.
It always comes
So
back to the cheeks.
so I try to keep it light because I don't
Yeah.
want to like drive the conversations.
Sure.
If you want to go into that, we can, because definitely. But it's like the time thing. You have to be aware of that.
I want to go into it a little bit because I want to hear more of your perspective, Stick. What do you like? The assimilation. Give me, break that down for me.
Well, I think it's just like, there's like in this situation, it's like three different sects, right? It's like humans, and so that includes like the CGC people and the people trying to attack the ghouls. Then there's the ghouls who they got their own set of rules, and it's just a separate thing. You got the people in the middle, the people like kind of either half and half, or the people or the ghouls who are just trying to live their lives like humans. And they all had this. They had three different. Well, let's just say they're three different cultures, right? And they all want to. Well, not all of them, but some of them want to just assimilate with the other ones. But because of the differences in the two, it's hard for each one to coincide with each other. So it's just a battle of, we'll say, an entire city of trying to contain these three different cultures. And it's just like regular world, right? Like, cultures clash and people have trouble with accepting other people's differences of lifestyle living. And that's what this show is basically about. I could have broke it down like it's just gang warfare, but that just seems too easy. But as far as like them being forgiving, like a lot of times, it's a lot of times we hear in our culture, in Black culture, that we're too forgiving and we let stuff go very easily, and we get caught up in small frivolous victories that we sometimes forget the bigger picture. And so rather than continuing to push for the things that we want, and the things we feel that I won't say owed, because that's a strong word, but like things that we strive for, we take the small victories and just move on, and we just like, oh, okay, I guess everything's solved now, but it's not,
Yeah.
And so you could honestly really look at this show as a big euphemism for racism, kind of, and the battle to kind of try to stop it, which, if you want to be real, it's never going to stop. And that's what the show's about.
Damn. I feel
That was
crazy
really
because I
apparent.
didn't even look at it like that. What'd you say, kid?
Yeah, it was like really apparent with the whole struggle between what was the cops, or cops, the guys with the suitcases. Yeah, those guys.
Whatever.
So, and then you had the ghouls who were trying to live their lives, and then the other ghouls that were just were in rapping, and then I'm gonna get these guys right. Whatever, Queen K holders, whatever. They were. There was a scene where, like, the guy with the white hair. I never, but the guy with the white
Crazy.
hair.
Crazy old.
Yeah, the crazy old dude.
Oh, Motto. Yeah.
Motto. Yo, he goes crazy, and essentially becomes this. You can translate that to real life as this like kind of racist against ghouls. All ghouls are pieces of shit. Where he's slaughtering a whole family. The scene where he's using the father's corpse to kill the daughter, even though the daughter has done it. She's just trying to live her life. It's kind of, really baffling how far, how driven somebody can go off of a simple situation. because not to spoil anything to you guys who haven't seen like season 2, but something happens to Mato family where he remembers um Yao forever, and because of that hatred, he grows it for the entire new population, which in turn is just like a cycle that really doesn't really exist. That's why I really think it was important for the viewer to see how the ghouls, live. Because just imagine if we had just come into the show and we just saw these guys with the Queen K's and they were just doing this righteous job and they were just killing off ghouls. And it just seems like the
Mm-hmm.
perfect narrative, the ghouls,
Mm-hmm.
humans. All right, we can just kill them, treat them like zombies. But no, you see them trying to struggle to live, try to struggle to eat. Yeah, man, it's just it's very apparent that at least I feel like the author was trying to send some type of some message. It was like, you know, everybody has their own walk of life. You can't judge somebody just because what you heard. You gotta go into their life, see how they live.
It's crazy. It puts a whole new perspective in it for me with the whole them having to get masks made and stuff, so they can like, when they're on your ghoul tip or whatever, they have to wear the mask so people don't see them as ghouls. And
Mm-hmm.
that that's that's interesting. I did because, like, I mean, obviously, I realize they got to wear the mask because you know when they're out doing ghoul things, they don't want them to have that associated with their human form or their human appearance or whatever. Um, but then now to add the whole assimilation thing and like it being like a euphemism for like racism and stuff, it's like, dang, that's crazy because you often you think of like code switching or like you know trying to like not be seen in certain um I don't know, like trying to maneuver different circles, especially if you're like a person of color and trying to appear one way in one circumstance, and then when you're in another way, you kind of put up these walls so people can't really see who you are because if you open that door for them, you don't know what you're going to get. You don't know how they're going to react. You don't know if they're going to mess with you, kind of like how they were like, you know, like Toka was dating the human girl, the dude with the glasses was dating the human girl. And so, actually, I don't know if Toka was dating the human girl, but it seemed like they was dating to me. But, she liked the human girl or whatever. And so, they, even though the dude with the glasses had opened up, he had went through the phase where he was like, oh, I don't know how she's going to be, yada, yada, yada. And then he even bit her or whatever. And then she was like, oh, it's fine. Bite me again. So it's like you get it. I get it when you got to put those walls up because you don't know how people outside of your circle or your community is going to treat you. And then, you got to go through the motions. So that's crazy. Now I want to watch it again with that perspective because I feel like I'm going to get a whole different, you know, view of the anime. So that's that's glad. I'm glad you brought that up, Stick. That's what's up. Who's
Okay.
both of y'all one go?
Nisha, you can
Nisha
go.
ain't really said nothing, so you go ahead.
Fellow Ghoul and stuff. Y'all hit home on a lot of that, and it really made me think of like many anime that share the same parallel of that. There's a combination of a lot of inferiority complexes that are explored, assimilation, like Nick was saying, a lot of themes of rejecting something because it's different. That's pretty much the root of what all this boils down to. It's like rejecting something because it's different. And that does speak to a lot of what society does. It's like we'll look down on somebody for whatever the case is, for whatever reason. Like take away skin tone, obviously that's the most like flagrant example, but like we'll look at somebody completely different if they act a certain way or they do a certain way. And bringing it back to Tokyo Ghoul, it's like the GDC or whatever the government thing was, like that's pretty much in a lot of anime. It's like, these guys are bad and they're stepping on our American Tokyo Ghoul shit. Like it's the suits, like there's such a representation of like how stagnant a lot of those people are when it comes to like, okay, I have a personal trauma that affected me So I'm gonna take it out and let everybody else know, look, I don't fuck with it. Y'all don't fuck with it either. We're gonna get rid of it completely. Here's what it is. I'm like, that's not the absolution though. That's not the absolution. It's not the sole resolution either. So that's what I got out of it.
Okay, did you want to add what you had to say?
I think her name was Toka, the girl with the purple hair.
Mm-hmm.
I just noticed the scene like prior to her fighting the gourmet, where she was eating food to try and fit in as a human. She literally goes to the expense of really harming herself to try and get the image. So it's just a weird thing.
Yeah, you can attribute that to
the
this,
stuff
like,
you put you through.
Yep, exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
Well, yeah, that's what you was about to say, like the stuff you put yourself through to try to fit in.
To try to fit in with other people. Yep.
Yep. We agree there. All right. So now it's time for the next one. You know. Da, 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 da. It's a Sticks question. Stick, do you remember your question?
Yeah, we can make this quick. We took a very dark turn. Well, I guess it was a bright turn. Depends on how you look at it.
It was a introspective turn.
There you go.
Yeah, that was good for us. Good for us, guys. I'm proud of us.
Yay, progress.
Yeah, we
I'm
did.
proud of us. It's downhill from here, though.
Intelligent.
It's downhill from here. So my man Kaneki was put through. He was put through the ringer, man. He did. What was your name? Yamori, I think his name was.
Dude,
he put my man through the ringer. Yeah. So it's a simple question, bro. Like, realistically, could you have survived that torture? Could you survive a torture? And if you couldn't, how long before you start reaching your breaking point?
Wait, Stick, did you mean us like as humans, just straight humans, or like as ghouls?
We'll just do humans, because that's what we are, man.
Okay, I was just asking. I just didn't know if you were distinguishing that way. Yeah, humans. I mean,
I know. You go ahead.
I can't really call it for real because it's like there are quite literally different levels of torture. Like Kaneki went through physical and mental parts of torture. Like the physical was being done by Jason. I cannot remember his actual name for the life of me, but like he was going through physical torture because of Jason literally tearing him apart. Oh, let's see how long we can recover. And then mentally, he's going back and forth with what's her name, Risa?
Yeah, Risa.
Yeah, Risa. And she's literally like, what are you gonna do? Like, you're literally getting tortured. What are you gonna do? Like, you are in a position where you can't be nice, where you can't really be combative in a place of love. Like, he's coming at you from a place of hate. What do you do? And I know for me, I'm definitely a mental person over being a physical person when it comes to like that type of torture. I'm like, physically, I know I'll be spent and I'll take forever to heal, but I'm like, mentally, I know I probably would have lost it.
So that means, how long would have you
like given my durability, probably give myself like an hour and a half before I really crack. I'm just being completely honest. Like, I'm frail, so like I wouldn't have that much durability. So mentally I'd be straight, but I'm like, physically no, I'd be fucked.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right. So I already know my answer. So and you did confirm that this is as a human, right?
Yep, just a human.
Okay.
All right. So here's the thing. I would have lasted negative an hour because like as soon as I knew that I was going to be taken to get tortured, I would have died. Like, I would have had an asthma attack, then a heart attack, and then that would have been it. I'm just like,
Not even a remote sense of
And
hope.
then if they didn't tell me what was going to happen, and for some reason it was a surprise, it probably would have been like a minute because it was like I would have like, what? All right, I'm gone. Like that's yeah. It wouldn't have lasted long because I no like I would have just I'm not built like that at all, not mentally, not emotionally, not physically. Ain't no strong black woman over here. This is just now when it comes to that, nah, wouldn't it. Shout out to Kaneki because it wouldn't have been me. Yeah, especially if a big white dude is doing it. Oh nah, I'd be praying to God at that moment. Just be like, take me now. I'm ready to go. I won't fight. But yeah,
Uh,
that's my
all right. So I ain't gonna hold you. I thought about this question as a ghoul, but I'll answer it as a human first. Um, so as a human, I probably would have tried to survive. Um, I don't know how long I can last being tortured, but the thing about what Jason was doing was he was doing things, to sustain his life. If I was a human, the moment he put like a centipede in my head, that would have been it. That's like a what was it, tiny poisonous tiny centipede. Yeah, I would have been done right there. But I
Yeah.
definitely would have tried to hang on for the long haul because I don't know. It didn't seem like Jason really wanted to murder Kaneki. It just seemed like he just wanted to torture him until he was dissatisfied. And for me, as long as there's just a shining bit of hope that I could survive, I would have at least tried to survive. Mind you, I would have been scarred, cut off the toenails, assaulted, all that other good stuff. But yeah, I would have tried to survive as long as possible. It was 10 days, so you know, I could survive 10 days. As a ghoul, oh yeah, I would have, I would have, because it's like, yo, my shit is just regenerating. Yeah, it's like hella painful, but like Misho said, it's like you're going through the mental torture of talking reason. Well, me, I mean, the show literally starts with me pursuing reason. It's like DJ's like, yeah, you want the power? Yeah, why not? And then he ends up eating Jason at the end. I don't understand. Why not? You might as well just hang on. 10 days. It's not that bad. Chance put out a 10-day mixtape. Might as well. Fuck it.
and hip hop reference confirmed. There we go.
Great things can happen in 10 days. So
Yeah.
hold out.
Yeah. So when I thought of the question, I was like, from a physical standpoint, I got a pretty good pain tolerance. So I was like, oh, this ain't that. I could probably eat it. You know what I'm saying? After a while, it just becomes numb. Now, my official answer is probably roughly around 30 minutes. The reason being is because I know me, and I'm an asshole and sarcastic. So about roughly the 20 to 25-minute mark, I'm starting to talk the most shit. This is all you got, bro? This just isn't gonna get it done. So I'm spitting in dude's face at this point. I'm doing everything I can to annoy him. So more than likely, I'm dying within 30 minutes because he ain't gonna want to deal with that for 10 days. I know that for a fact. No chance mixtape over here. No circumstances. From a ghoul standpoint, that is right though. Like, because from a ghoul standpoint, it's not the physical; it's really the mental. Because you can't die. It seems like unless you get the hit with a vital organ. You just regenerate and you just keep doing the pain over and over and over and over. I assume there's no numbing. You know what I'm saying? You probably get fully healed again just to re-tear whatever you tore before. So that's really just a mental thing for the ghoul part. But as a human, oh yeah, probably about 30 minutes, and then I'm probably down out because you're gonna get tired and be like, bring the next one in because I'm not doing this for another
Just
thing.
gonna decapitate you. Just be like, all right, I'm done.
I probably got a good 10 seconds after my head come off to talk some more shit too. So I'm gonna get him in.
I think it's so we got an hour, 30 minutes. Kay, you said you didn't know how long you would last.
Oh no,
And-
no. As a human, I'm gonna try and go as far as I till the centipede.
Till the centipede.
I'll literally die. I'm not gonna make it. No.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, no, that's another one too. I think I would have passed out before the centipede touched my ear. So, no.
You would have saw it and went right to sleep.
And then while it was crawling around my head, I mean, that would have been what killed me. Where I wouldn't have felt it because I would have been just out cold.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, that's what's up.
Saw the centipede and it's the enemy and she's out. Like, oh, like.
Yeah.
Like. All right, so my question is not really a tough one, so it shouldn't take that long. It was just, did it seem to you guys that the people with the actual, what were the powers called? They were called,
The Kincaid, the suits, right?
The Kincaids. Okay, so I actually was confused on that part. So
Okay.
when the ghouls have it in their backs or wherever it comes from,
Yeah.
it's called a Kagane.
Yes, the Kagura, yeah.
But then when the suits have it, it's called the Kinkei.
The Kincaids came from the ghouls they already killed.
Yeah.
And that.
So
Okay,
their
so the
powers, but they
Kincaid-
just changed the name.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, I got it. But anyway, those things. So for me, when they was fighting the humans, like it just seemed like the ghouls were like kind of taking it easy, or they were like waiting till the last minute to use their powers. And I was just confused because I was like, dog, like in the alley part, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand how the mom dies because she has this big ass Kagane and like she has like, I don't know, I feel like I would have just went in there fucking niggas up. Like they wouldn't even had time to go to their suitcase because I would have just been like whip, dead. Like, so I'm so confused at how she died. You know, it was 201 or 301 or whatever. But still, I'm just confused how they got the jump on there. And then like when Toka was fighting them, I still didn't understand how she like was getting fucked up. But I mean, I know the Mato dude was supposed to be experienced and he knew all the secrets of the King K's and all that stuff. But still, and like she could fly. So I was like, I'm just like, dog, like these niggas, like, okay, we gotta let them get knocked down sometimes, let them get defeated and stuff. But no, because like how these niggas got the things in their suitcase and they better than the people with the ones in their back. I don't get it. I didn't get it. So I just want to ask y'all, did it seem to y'all that, you know, sometimes the humans had the upper hand a little bit too much for your taste?
So I'll jump in. Also want to give a shout out to Pancake Willie in the anime Discord. This was a very similar question to what he had. So yeah, let's get into it. So what do we always say, man? Anime logic. Come on. It's always the answer. But I will say for some of those, for the mom that Mato ended up killing, she was inexperienced fighting. She wasn't an experienced fighter. So she wasn't really using her thing for that. Like, so that's why it was kind of tough for her. As far as Toka goes and some of the other ghouls that I think I'm gonna try to explain the way, but I feel like to fully use your powers and to fully have a hold of your powers, you have to be eating humans like a lot, like a bunch. And because they don't do that, like they don't really eat flesh like that, they don't have like a full like max level power stuff. So that's why in the fight against, I forgot who it was, but Toka as Kaneki does, she needs to fight him so she can unleash her full
Oh,
power.
that was against the gourmet dude, the booty warrior.
Right. All right, man. Who wants to go next? Who wants to go next?
Kaneki, I like you, and I want you. Now,
I like
That's who he
the
was, though.
hard way or the hard way? Like that's literally.
That is who he was, though. Yeah.
I'm a warrior. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Sorry, don't condone any of that behavior. I'm sorry, guys, but it's
You
a
got
reference
this.
to the old video. That's it.
I mean,
That's it. Yo.
it's on YouTube. Good. Who's that?
I need a break.
I told y'all I was downhill from here. I told y'all.
definitely called it.
I'm a warrior.
Oh my god.
Damn, I'm going back in ghoul mode. Goddamn it.
K, do you want to go next?
Okay, can't do it. All right, I'll jump in. What?
Oh.
All right, so the question is, were the humans being too lax on the ghouls, right?
Yes.
No, where the ghouls being too lax on the human.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
Stick, honestly, you pointed out like a hell of a loophole because it's like the ghouls can't really use their full power without that sustenance, and I'm like, all right, we're looking at like 100+ ghoul army who all have a varying degree of appetites, I'd assume, for whatever their powers are, versus American army tanks and cars and assault rifles and shit. And I'm like, again, within the realms of anime logic, they should have overwhelmed them. Like, they really should have. Like, even off their natural power, I'm like what Nick was saying earlier, just done. Like fuck your trucks. Like, nah. Like, I honestly don't know why. Like, I honestly don't know why. Like, given that their base power is already enough to overwhelm like 2 or 3 people at once, I'm like, y'all could have taken all of them out like easily. Cause like I meant to ask y'all about this too. Like, it was implied that I think it was either Algiri Tree or one of the other big ass ghoul groups. It was implied to be like hundreds of ghouls, but we only saw like so much on screen. Like, what was the rest of them at? Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, we did see a lot of them at the end. It was a bunch of them.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of them were like lackeys though. I don't feel like they weren't like the high. We got to see the high level dudes, and then there was the lackey.
Yeah.
Just cannon fodder.
Yeah. All right. Okay, did you have anything to say?
I'm good to go now.
Get yourself together. Okay.
First of all, Cole, I want to say that was beautiful. Great. It was great.
Thank you. I was inspired by you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Second, I really think when it comes to the power level, it's just in anime logic. But Six was saying with the whole not eating as much. Jason, immensely powerful, snacking on things like the rest of the Valkyrie generals has some powers. We're all snacking. That, and also the whole Queen K, like I noticed that some of them were stronger than others. Masos, the guy with white hair's partner, he starts off with like just a stick, and then as the anime goes on, he gets a stick that splits into 2 when Mato dies. Yeah, it's just the Queen case. Yeah.
Yeah. And now that you mention it, I do remember them saying something about them basically souping the King Kings up after they had them. I think it was some point when they had got into the prison or something like that. So I hear what y'all saying. It still just seems kind of crazy to me, though. Nisha, are you about to say something over there? I can't tell.
No, because over it, like it takes me back to like Dragon Ball Z, how they try to power skill shit. That's why I kept looking at the Kinkai's ass. I'm like, how do y'all soup it up? Y'all kill more ghouls and add on to it? Like, how does this work? Like,
Yeah. It's okay. I'll take you guys' explanation for it though. You know what I'm saying? They weak. They wasn't eating that much human like that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't enough suicides in the forest for them to be strong enough to defeat people. It was eating little human meat patties all day. So yeah,
Jesus Christ, Nick.
I get it. You know, it's different. It's different from when you eat a beef patty and not the whole cow. You know what I'm saying? So I understand. You
Human
know,
meat.
that puts another spin on the phrase "I'm so hungry I could eat a cow." Like in a ghoul's case, it could be like, "I'm so hungry I could eat a whole human or two." So that's pretty cool. When it actually, I'm not going to focus, Nicole. Focus, focus. All right. So now we get to the part, the best part of the whole discussion is where we let you, the listener or the viewer, know if you should watch Tokyo Ghoul with how watchable is Tokyo Ghoul. Nisha, what you want?
No. You skipped
What part?
favorite characters.
I was going to tell y'all to put that in your rating. Okay. All right. Because I'm looking at the time and I'm not trying to hold everybody up. All right. Let me do my flow thing over here. I cool. As I was saying, how watchable is Tokyo Ghoul? Now, this is the part where we rate the anime on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 being it was trash, and then 5 being it was the best shit you ever seen, and you think that everybody and their mother should watch it, even their mothers they don't like. So everybody should watch it. So you could have two mothers and you not like one. You know what I'm saying? It's possible. Um, and so this time we're gonna go in the same order we started the shot, personal promo, whatever we call it, self promo with. So Stick, if you could give us your rating of Tokyo Ghoul on a scale of 1 to 5 stars, and then also let us know your favorite character and least favorite character in the series, we gonna get this show rocking. The floor is yours.
All right. So season one of Tokyo Ghoul, I would give a 2.5 out of 5 stars. It is, well, let's just go to the characters. My least favorite character is Mato. I hate Mato. He sucks. He's terrible. He's a horrible human being. I didn't like how he was getting the shit off on everybody, and then just like was like reveling in people's deaths and stuff. Even though, you know what I'm saying, like that shit was annoying. I was glad when he got his comeuppance. I was glad he got chopped down, cut his little jugular off. Oh, and then they tried to they try to sympathize him at the end. Oh my God, the wedding ring at the end. I don't give a fuck about your marriage and your shit, man. Fuck you, man. Anyway, my favorite characters are Toka. Toka's fire. Toka was getting her shit off for sure. But I did like one CGC dude. I think his name was Juzo. Juzo. The dude, he had the white hair with the stitches. That's my dude. That's my dude. I like him.
He came through and lit shit up.
Dog, he came in like on some Joker shit. He came in there with just like was flipping stuff upside down, and I like that.
Yeah, Ro made me do this at the anime. I was like, okay, all right, yeah.
It's cool because like he's one of those characters where like, and you see him a lot in anime where like you don't know if it's like a guy or a girl, very androgynous. So it was just cool to see like them throw that in there without having to get like weird about it.
Yeah.
But like the show itself, it's a good show. It's a good season, and it helps you. It gets you invested in characters, right? And that's great. I felt like the story could be a little bit tighter. I felt like they did stuff in a weird order, I guess. Like they
Mhm.
try to do like mini arcs within 12 episodes, and it didn't quite hit as well as they should have. Um,
Mhm.
but they ended well. So I like Kaneki's ending, how he white hair and stuff, and how he finally accepts his role. And yeah, as a season one, it's a solid opener. It's one of the ones where it will make you want to watch season two.
And I
I
found out the hard way.
wouldn't watch season two, but season one is okay.
Okay, Franks, you are next. You are on mute.
You are funny.
Four. It was good, but for me, I would have liked to see more of Kaneki character in the first season. Uh, the violence was there. The story for me was good. I feel like there was a lot of drawing from Twilight Vampire series, but other than that, it was good. I usually like to go into my long spill about the character, but I gotta go ahead and speed it up today. So, uh, it's pain. Um,
Go into it. That's why I put it here because I didn't want it to like stretch and then stretch. So if you go into your spiel about your favorite characters or least
um,
favorite.
all right. Had a list. Had a list, but I'll go through it.
Okay.
So this is all just from the memory because I don't want to like I gotta flip. All right, Motto, obviously the least favorite character. My man literally told the little girl, he was like, "You can join your parents." Like that's some fucked up shit to say to a little girl as you are holding her dead parents' carcasses in both hands. It's fucking wild. Um, Gourmet, also another least favorite character. My man was pursuing them cheeks. Um, on a booty warrior status. It was something I've never seen before. Um, the orgasm right there. I knew this guy was not the guy to rock with. Um, let's see, Jason. You know, obviously torturing some guy for 10 days and then making count backwards from 1,000 to -7. Like, that's just fucking wild. That's fucking wild. Plus, from the beginning of the series, I think they smacked the doctor to death. That was crazy. That was that was wild. Um, favorite character, uh, my man Nishio. Um, gotta go with the man who did the thing. Thing. First season, um, he was like, "Yo, this is my girl. I'm rocking with her. I'm gonna secure the bag. I need to secure the bag." Impaled several times. I think in the first episode, first and second episode, impaled several times. Came back harder every time. His girlfriend was on the little uh, podium, or whatever, and still came for it. So yeah, I think for me,
Remind me of your rating again.
four.
Four. Four. Okay. Okay. So I like this range here. All right. I'm interested in hearing what your input is, Nisho. Let us know. Favorite characters, least characters, and where you rate it. 1 to 5 stars.
I got a favorite character is obviously the one that's closest to my stage name, Nishio.
Okay.
Like his story, I just like initially I was like, this man's a dickhead, but as his story was progressing, I'm like, I fuck with him. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's just like my neutralness toward Kaneki and how his story developed, but like Nishio was just more engaging for me, so that's why he's my favorite character.
Okay.
Um,
Who is Nishio again? Remind me.
Guy with the glasses, he had his girlfriend that was about to get eaten by Gourmet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. All right.
And speaking of Gourmet, fuck Gourmet is my least favorite. Um, like he, like like Kate illustrated early, he went to the bathroom, had a rag of Kaneki's blood, sniffed it like they were panicked. It was so sick. It was so gross. Like, Kaneki, not this girl. I'm like, you piece of shit. Like,
Yeah, that kind of made me uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie. I felt like I did not consent to this. It was very unconsensual.
Yeah,
I was like, what am I experiencing right now?
that's the whole time. Like,
imagine somebody walking in on that. I'm just saying, like your mom walks in, like, "What you watching, sweetie?" And then next thing you know what I mean? That's crazy.
I mean, I feel like that about the whole anime. To be honest, you gotta close the door when you watch Tokyo Ghoul. You just close the door.
May the heavens guide whoever doesn't watch anime that I watch that again and be like, "What's this niche?" You don't want to know. That was really it for my most and least favorite. It's like my highest scale is Nishio, my lowest scale is gourmet. I can't. Okay. I would give the anime. It's actually tough. For me to finally see the hype behind it, 2.5.
Okay.
And that's off of like I've heard so much about it prior to, and I luckily enough didn't have it spoiled for me, thank God. But like I saw the bits of season 1, like the hints of what would happen in season 2. I sadly read up on season 2 and I was thoroughly disappointed. But other than that, like decent first season. It's like Kaneki's development is what kind of really turned me off for a lot of it. So I give it a 2.5.
And you giving it a 2.5?
Yeah.
Dang, Nisho, that's harsh from you, my good sir.
Y'all some assholes.
I feel like.
Do you realize I'm coming off the back of like the greatness of Promise Neverland in the mid of DNA show? So
I'm just letting you know. For me, it's checking a lot of boxes. So
what boxes praise though?
You know what damn boxes checked for the K.
I know.
You know damn well.
That's why I said it. It's for the people. Never mind. Nick, go ahead.
So yeah. Alright, so my favorite characters. I'll start with the good stuff first. My favorite characters, man, gotta love Tokyo. You know what I'm saying? She came through with the Ryuko energy from the top. Love the girl. I don't see how you not like Toga. You know what I'm saying? She's a little unhinged sometimes. But we all are. She, and but you could tell she's a good heart. She's what the old folks call a good kid, good kid. And like her a lot. I like pretty much all the women in this in Tokyo Ghoul, except for one of my least favorite characters, which is Rize, because she is the reason all this stuff popped off. But she's not the reason. I mean, I think if you remove her character, you still have a war, you still have those, just like in America, But just like in America, if you go to some of the most craziest stories, and racial things, which y'all kind of brought up. Now, there's not an Asian woman in the center of it, but there's a white woman, and I think you could kind of pull up.
Yes.
The parallels in there if you want to.
Yo, Crow's on fire.
Yo, she is on a whole different level, bro. She is wilding right now.
Hey, keep going.
Like Karen, more specifically.
Hey, ISO, let it 101. Top of the key.
And yeah, cause like she set old boy up, and and then somebody was setting her up, cause they were going after her, and then here we go. We got the one-eyed ghoul that popped up, and and she ruined his life. She ruined Kaneki's life, or made it better, depending on your perspective. Have people will have. But anyway, I didn't like Rize, and that was so rude. She was going to just like all of there were probably a bunch of dumb shitbags just walking around Tokyo, and you gonna go after this sweet innocent Mickey Mouse of a kid. Like, why would you do that? That's just so mean. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's plenty of other trash humans walking around. You gonna go for it? I just hate that. I hate that for him. So fuck Rize all day. Even that's why you died. And so, but other than that, I'm pretty sure I liked most of even the cop lady. I liked her a lot. She was cool. She's pretty logical about everything. You could tell like she was starting to gain the craziness though towards she's definitely picking up some of her father's loopiness towards the end. But because which goes into my next point. Did I get all my characters out the way? Favorite, least favorite. Oh, I really like the dude who was kind of useless. I don't know if it's possible to be attracted to an anime character. Um, but I don't know if his name was Renji or Benji. Like he kind of was really quiet with the long jacket and the like white or blonde hair or something like that. And he only popped up like 5 seconds out of each episode. Like I didn't get what his purpose was, but he was fine. And I was like, is it wrong to find an anime character cute?
You finally found your first one.
Something
I'm
about
proud of you, man.
he kind of did it for me. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
proud of you, man. Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah, like I was like, but he don't do nothing. He just kind of there. Like he has this mysterious thing where he's supposed to be this super powerful, talented ghoul, but he don't do shit. So like you don't get to see his King K or his Kagate or whatever it's called through the whole season. He just be there. And he always shows up after the fact, like after everything go down. This man be like, what you need me to do after everything's over? He's like the firefighter that comes with nothing after the fire has completely burnt out. Like my man is just like, what's up? So, but yeah, he's fine. I'm gonna get off that and go. Oh, also, least favorite characters. I hate the whole CGC. They all trash. Fuck them all. Fuck 12. All that good stuff. And far as my rating on a scale of 1 to 5, I give it a 3.5. And that is because I feel like they kind of dropped the ball on some of the character development. I feel like they spent some time in some areas where they could have spent a little bit more time telling more stories or telling more stories about the characters. Not even, and they didn't even have to do any flashbacks, but maybe more conversations between the characters that kind of like filled you in a little bit. Something like the fine dude. We could have learned a little bit more about him. I would have liked to see some development from Hiyami. You know what I'm saying? She did that one little spectacular thing in the tunnel, and that would have been nice to see her like do something else somewhere towards the anime. You know what I'm saying? Um, who else that I feel like did? I feel like Kaneki. I'm with the mental struggle thing, but I feel like they could have put a little more time into him as well. Um, I feel like they could have put more into his best friend. I feel like they could have showed a little bit more about his revelation. I know it touches in season 2, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like they could have done something more with his character more than him just being the annoying friend that just kept popping up on him all the time. Like I feel like they could have did something more with that, made it more meaningful. And so like I'm saying, like they could have took, I feel like maybe some of less of the impaling out, maybe a few seconds less of that and a few more seconds of just like giving some of the characters more body and more value to the anime. That would have made the story seem more well-rounded. So other than that though, I love the animation. The music, it was okay. The theme was good, I think, but the music wasn't too memorable for me. Nothing about it really hit me kind of crazy, or it's like, oh, that's dope. But the graphics was great. The cinematics I thought were pretty good. That I also don't have a really big anime base of knowledge to base that off of. So don't nobody come at me for like that. But it looked pretty good to me. I really like all the colors. That's ooh, the color palette for this fucking show is fucking dope as fuck. Like the artists and the colors they picked and everything, how it syncs together. That just that alone makes me super in love. Like even the red, like it wasn't like too bright, but it wasn't too dark neither. Like what they used for the blood and shit. So I really enjoyed watching it just from an animated section of it. So yeah, that's my rating, a 3.5.
All right.
I think I like this. I think this was the first time I feel like we all got a really good range of, ratings. We got all the way down to 2 something, all the way up to 4.
I think it was average to good based on, I think depending on who you are, average to good is a solid range to be in. 2.5 to 4 is a good range.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, it was really hard for me to rate it without trying to keep season 2 out of it.
Yeah, because it would drop.
1 out of 5.
It would drop.
Just like a 0 out of 5. Like they don't even give them stars for that. Like they didn't even try. Like that was the sad part about it. Like you could have picked like 5 characters from the first season and just developed those characters, and it would have been a great show.
And ironically, you could pick 5 characters from season 1, and they might not even be a part of season 2. Like they wouldn't even have a huge part of season 2.
That's true.
It was pretty much.
It was annoying, bro. And season 3 is worse.
It was pretty much. Oh, those characters you like. Let's throw even more in there. No, wait.
And just get rid of the other ones. Like it didn't make any sense. And I feel sad for them that they up and did that, because you had a great thing going and you just ruined it. I would even have mine a full season of fucking Kaneki talking to Rize. Like that would have been better than what they gave us. It was just sad. But yeah, everybody, this has been the Just Started Watching Anime Tokyo Ghoul season 1 discussion, and we want to thank y'all for listening. But before we do that, we're going to talk about what could possibly be our next anime. So I believe it's Stick's turn to choose the anime. Are you raising your hand, Kay?
Oh no.
Oh, I thought you were raising your hand. All right. So, Stick, do you have the anime that you want us to watch for next time in mind?
I do, man. I do. So, I'm going to choose an anime that I watched back in the day when you could buy episodes on iTunes. I bought this on iTunes. I watched the first 2 episodes, and I bought the rest of the season and watched it on iTunes. I watch it at work all the time. Don't tell them. And I need to know if this anime is good or bad, because in theory it's bad, but for some reason I enjoyed it. And so we will be watching.
Angel on our hands.
We will be watching Burst Angel.
Let me Google this.
My guy. Okay, I was curious about this one. Okay.
You really did go
He went
DNA Angel adjacent.
No, he went obscure as fuck. 'Cause I haven't heard Burst Angel in God knows how long. Jeez.
Burst Angel. There's only 1 season.
Yep, 1 season. I think it's 24, 26 episodes, something like that.
Okay, came out in season 4. Not
What?
season 4, 2004. Wow, sorry.
Oh my God, we are going back to D and Angel. Holy shit!
I was talking shit on the other field. Jesus Christ! Fuck.
Holy shit!
Fuck! Wait.
Whoops, my bad.
What did we do to you, Stick? Is the question.
My bad, bro.
Nah, in my case,
This could be revenge.
in my case, it might be karma. Touche, sir. Touche.
Yeah, it could be revenge. I don't know. But I think I've always wanted to do a rewatch of it, so this seems like the perfect time, man.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Intro.
I'm excited to watch it. I actually, even though
Right.
I hated DNA Angel, I loved watching it at the same time because it was so bad that it was almost good.
It's crazy. I enjoyed watching it too. After the first half, I enjoyed watching. I was like, oh, let's just knock it out. You know?
Yeah, it was really nostalgic because I mean, not to harp back on an old discussion, but it really for me was like because I would watch it in the morning, and it really gave me that old feeling of Saturday morning cartoons. You just wake up in the morning, got some light, cartoon or whatever, just some chill shit, and even like I said, even though it was bad, it served a purpose and a feeling. And it came at a good time in life. Thank you, Nisho, for bringing that horrid anime into
We'll never forget you for that.
No, no. I mean, well, yes, I'm taking all this in stride, but I'm looking at like some clips of this, and I'm like, Jesus Christ! Now I see how y'all looked at me when I picked the Angel. Oh my God!
I didn't look at you like nothing because I didn't even know what DNA Angel looked like until I opened it on YouTube. And then I was like,
Yeah, I,
oh,
ain't gonna
okay.
lie. I didn't know what it was either.
I know that's how I'm feeling right now. Looking at Burst Angel, I'm like, Jesus! Like,
All right. Stick, do you know where we can watch it at? I'm trying to look for it now, but I don't see it.
Uh,
Oh, it's in.
Funimation has it.
okay.
Oh, okay, great. Perfect.
Yeah, Funimation has it.
All right. All right, y'all. So you've heard it here. We are watching Burst Angel, suggested by the homie Stick, aka Clueless Vino. And we're gonna take some time to watch this one, and then we will be back, um, possibly next month with this discussion, about Burst Angel. This has been just started watching anime. I feel like I need a cool sign off. Bye, friends.
Oh, we should say Banzai. Oh, Nisha, we should say Banzai.
Buns
Oh
up.
yeah. All right, on a count of three, let's hit a banzai. 1, 2, 3.
Buns up.
Banzai.
I don't think the lag is going to allow us to
God
do
damn.
that.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's not. Okay.
It's not.
All this
All
shit
right.
keep-
That's fine though. All right, I'm gonna stop the recording.